All right, straight to politics. We are calling what you're about to see on your screen dueling polls. The Washington Post has Hillary up by 4 points. The Wall Street Journal has her up by a full 11 points. Scott Rasmussen is here. Scott, welcome back.
Great to be here, Stuart.
Obvious question, with the deficit like 11 points in the Journal poll, but only 4 in the Washbo poll, can he come back?
Well, let's start with two dueling polls. This is the reason we have averages. You split the difference, and you end up right where the Fox News poll is. I think that's where most of the data suggests the race is. You know, Hillary Clinton with a 5, 6, 7-point lead. Can he come back? Every bit of political conventional analysis would say there is no way.
Is that true?
That's the truth.
Most conventional analysis says no, he cannot come back.
He cannot come back. You look at the Electoral College. I say there's only 2 reasons to doubt that conventional wisdom. 1, so much has happened this year that defies conventional wisdom.
True.
2, Hillary Clinton does remain very unpopular. The people who are supporting her are not enthusiastic like they were for Barack Obama 4 and 8 years ago. So there is room for slippage, but it would take a very significant change in the dynamic of the race.
It was reported on our air this morning that in Florida, the Republicans have a very strong ground game in which they're bringing in new voters to the polls. And 10 counties, which were Democrat, are now Republican. And those new sign-ups will not be contacted by the pollsters, and yet most of them are Trump supporters.
Well, will not be counted by some of the pollsters. Some pollsters work off a list of likely voters or registered voters or people who have voted before. Others start by just doing random phone dialing and working the list down from there. So some of that may be captured. I think the bigger point, it's really easy to pick apart the way a poll is done. Yeah, the truth is, if the race is 5, 6, or 7 points, maybe it could shift 2 or 3 points from that number, but we're not going to see these polls be off by 7 or 8 points.
So the undercount may be 2 or 3 points, and that's it as far as you're concerned. Give me 30 seconds on the LA Times poll, which now shows Trump up by 1 point. You're laughing. You discount it completely?
I don't discount anything completely. Sean Trendy from Real Clear Politics wrote a great column on this a couple days ago. 4 years ago, that poll was very accurate, but it does defy all the traditional polling norms. It's the same people being asked every time. If I asked you every week who you're going to vote for, well, I think I know your answer. But
no, you don't.
Okay, maybe I don't. Maybe you're going to. But every week as the campaign goes on, you begin to pay attention differently. If you're a routine voter and you're out there and you don't normally pay attention to politics, now you're watching every day and you're becoming one of those insiders.
So that poll measures the swing of favor. Yeah. Scott, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Stuart.
This is your time of year, is it not?